There we go. But that is the optical center. That's exactly where your pupil is going to be. But your prescription reads -4, -1 at 118. The left eye reads -4, -1 1/4 at 43. The unit of measurement we use is called a diopter, spelled D-I-O-P-T-E-R, and everything is in quarter increments, starting at 0 being non-prescription, also known as plano. So 4 times 4 is 16. You need 16 steps of correction. Without your glasses on, everything is much too large. So when you put your glasses on, this first number will minify down to the correct size. Now you have another 4 steps of astigmatism correction. Astigmatism just makes everything blurry. That's the fine-tune knob. So you add these two numbers together. This is what makes your high school algebra teacher happy when you say, I'll never use algebra on my job. Zoinks, I have to. So you add 2 minuses together and you have a -5. That's what I ended up with. Of course, I had to turn it back to get the dots on there. But this first number gets everything in the correct size. This second number takes away the fuzzy edges once it's the correct size. And your axis on your right eye is at 118. That's just an arbitrary number from 0 to 180. A straight line is just that, 0 to 180. So we turn that fine-tune knob to 118. Now for your left eye, it reads -4, -1 1/4 at 43. These first two numbers on the top and bottom are real values. This last number, again, could be any number from 0 to 180. It's just an arbitrary number. But because your left eye is -4, -1 1/4, when I read it, your final power will be 5 1/4. Or it's back to the drawing board. But hey, we don't have any technical difficulties there. So I'm going to dry your lens off. Back to the handstone real quick to put the safety bevel on there. Actually, Eric bought you the smartphone. I don't know if he got you these Versace's. He got you a smartphone, your very first smartphone. And I had a smart watch until I handed it to a smart employee at Verizon and they killed it. But they did say they would send me another one, which is nice since it died in their hands. But for those of you who don't know, I work a 15 to 16 hour day, Monday through Friday, to get everything shipped. I do cut back on the weekends because my wife wants to see me for dinner, so I only work a 12-hour day on Saturday and Sunday because I'm just lazy on the weekends, so I only work 12 hours a day, getting all the orders filled. But my New Year resolution was to work every day for a year to see where it got me in this business. So again, all that's cleaned up on the counter, and then I wipe it on the floor. Whee! Hey, you know the clown has to have fun at work too. It's not all serious business here. So, look at this. Look how that's getting worn. I'm going to have to invest in a new toothbrush. Someone else's Versace's are going up in price. I'm going to tell you that now. So, let's pop out your original demo lens. By the way, you will be receiving all of the original pieces. And because well, I'll clean that up. I was going to say I'll leave all that stuff on there for you, but I will clean all that up before I ship. So, the reason why I include that, it's yours. It does not belong to me. You paid for that. Years from now, if you ever want to sell this frame, you can take out your prescription lenses, put in the original demo ones, just to retain its value. So, how did I lose that red sticker again? Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it in the light. Hang on, hang on. I'm going to put a red dot right there. And I'm going to pull the sticker off, put it on top of that one, throw that away. And yes, it's raining hard outside now, or I would have thrown all that trash away. So, I'm going to put that red dot into my Marco 101 lensometer, spin the axis wheel to 43 to verify the prescription. Oh, that's lined up perfectly. Even if it wasn't, I would lie through my teeth now because you would never know the difference until you tried them on. So yeah, it's reading -4. And at 43, I don't know if you can see the 43 through that one. And I'm going to check for the astigmatism correction, the other 5 steps, and we're reading 5 1/4. 550, 575, 6. So, again, we talked about this. Remember, 4 plus 1 1/4 is 5 1/4. So that is good. Your PD is 60, 30 in each eye. So I'm going to hold this up. I'm going to place the 0 on my PD stick. Those are inches. Let me flip it over for millimeters against the thumb on your right lens. And when I hold it up to the left lens, we're reading 60. We're cut perfect there. I couldn't have cut these any better myself if I had done it. So, the last thing I want to do is get your frame in standard alignment. And this is the time I always like to mention to everybody that if you get your frames and they're loose or too tight or they're high on one side, stop by your local optical shop, because 99% of all optical shops do free adjustments, just because 80% of people, you didn't realize there's going to be so much math involved, 99% to 80%. 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other. And I'm no different. When I set my glasses on the counter, they wobble because I have one ear that's higher than the other, or I have one ear that's lower than the other. No one has ever been able to find out which is which. You know that's a joke, right? Come on, laugh. Hello, is this on? Remember, I'll be here all week, so tell all your friends and remember to tip your waitresses. All right, so I press down, there is no wobble. Flip them over, there is no wobble. I make sure that each temple overlaps perfectly. Look at that bling on there. Allison, you're gonna be rocking these. Make sure that the same amount of tension on each spring hinge, and there is, and you see what your lenses look like clear. So let me go ahead and darken them for you. I'm gonna put them in my little transitions box, which has a strong UV light to activate your lenses. Now, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for all transition lenses to darken. It takes about 45 seconds to a minute 15 for them to lighten when you come back inside. As you witness, all transition lenses will turn dark on day one. Allison, this is important. Pay attention. Don't walk out of the room to go check on what's in the microwave. All transition lenses will get dark on day one and continue to darken every day for the first 2 weeks until they get to their final setting. After that, they will work for years with maximum performance. They will not work in a car because your windshield absorbs all the harmful UV rays that would cause your dashboard to crack. You have to have direct exposure to the sun, such as a convertible or a motorcycle. Plus, once it gets into the 90s and triple digits, it just doesn't get as dark as it does when it's 85 to 90 and below. In the cooler weather, they're going to get so dark, unbelievable dark. But that is that. These are your transition lenses in your Versace 1175B, size 51, color 1002. Now again, they're going to continue to darken. Remember, Allison, we talked about this. We're old friends now. Don't panic. So, I hope you, if anyone out there has any questions about what I can, oops, let me turn that back down there. Now you can see what I'm talking about. Now you can see. I apologize. I'm a licensed optician. I am not a professional cinematographer. But if anyone has any questions about what I can and can't do and why I'm so stupid, just email me to freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Allison and Eric, I hope you enjoyed watching, as I was way too silly and way too unorganized to start this video. But hey, I played catch up real quick. So I hope you enjoyed watching everything. Thanks again for your patience while the website is down. And everyone else, you know, you have got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.